My name is Kantisha Thamagun. I'm now attending Mathayom 5 at เตรียมอุดมศึกษาน้อมเกล้า School. For the last year, I went for an exchange student year at America, Mississippi. That was one of the best years of my life. There was more than education that I've learned, but in fact, there were experiences that I've gained. During my first steps, I felt like all my steps were wobbly. I was not able to walk up strong. The minute I saw my host family, I'm thinking, what on earth am I doing here? I thought it would take me a long time in order for me to be able to adapt to the situation, but I was wrong. It only took me over a night. I remembered so well. The first night I arrived there, I cried my eyes off. I was cheering out so bad. I can't do this. But in the morning, it's all up to you actually. When you've decided to become an exchange student, it's all up to your mind how you're setting yourself. I told myself that night is enough. That's it. The next morning I woke up. I went and told my host mom I'm going to school the next morning. Well, first let me tell you, I got there at 12 p.m. Therefore, it's midnight. I only got like 5 hours of sleep, but I was trying to do everything I can to stop myself from being homesick. And guess what? That worked. I went to school that first day. I saw friends, new environment and everything, and that canceled everything out. And of course, there are times when you're alone and you feel like you need your friends. You're homesick, you need your family. But as I told you before, it's all up to you how you choose to handle or how you choose to put yourself in this spot. The way that I try to make myself not as much homesick was I stopped using Facebook and try to communicate with my Thai friends less. And that opens and widens my point of view by letting other American friends to step in. And about my host family, I think I was one of the luckiest person. Well, again, it's all up to your point of view how you look at it. I lived with an 80-year-old lady. It's just me and her, my host mom. A lot of people look at it as a bad luck, as it's boring, no children, no nothing. Well, first, for a split second, I thought that too. But I thought back to every words I've said when I was interviewing. I said that I was willing to accept everything. So I've told my heart that I was willing to accept everything, so here it is. So I looked at it as the good part instead. I stayed with my host mom, which is 80. There's no kids for me to fight about. Yes, it's boring sometimes, but at least I get my own privacy. Nobody uses my stuff and all. And she was really nice. She cooks for me every meal. She is 80 years old. She wakes up at 4 in the morning every morning to cook for me. And after school, her dinner is always in the oven. It was only me and her in the house, but I felt complete. Not a split second that I felt like I needed my family from home, which means that's, again, go back to it's all up to you how you want to handle yourself and tell your heart what to feel.